Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
We shall begin. Panny, kick us off, mate. Leipzig tomorrow.
Well, even though it's going to be a tough, we think it's going to be a tough one. I think we're going to see a different Liverpool tomorrow. I think they've had their asses kicked a little bit, if I'm being honest. They're going to want to prove. They can't see anything we're playing for now. So tomorrow, it's got to start tomorrow. I want to see Fabinho in midfield with Keita. Maybe Jones, maybe Gini. I think we'll go with Gini. I don't want to see Milner on the pitch, even though I love the bloke. I don't want to see no negativity on that pitch from tomorrow. I want to see proper attacking play. I know Bobby Firmino's out now. So we've got a striker, decent striker in position. I don't want to see Shaqiri. I want to give that Dawson a little go. Davis a go. With either Kablat I don't know, Jones maybe. I don't want to see Fabinho in the back anyway. I want to see a change tomorrow. We'll see.
Dipper?
I don't know. I don't see anybody coming in to fill in for Fabinho in a European game. I reckon he's going to go Trent, Robertson, Fabinho. I reckon he's going to bring Kabak back, which I think is going to be a mistake. I don't know what he sees in that young lad, but I think he's going to bring him back. He's going to go with Wijnaldum. He's going to go with Wijnaldum. He may play Milner again. I don't know, but who else is going to fill it in? He's got to go with the front three anyway, Mane and Salah, but Curtis Jones, I don't know. I really don't know. Because we've got the 2-0 lead, I'm optimistic. If it was a 0-0 or if it was a 1-0 lead, I'd be worried. But with the 2-0, I reckon we can hold on. I reckon we'll get through. But again, it's going to be arse-twitching time again, from the first whistle to the last whistle. So let's see what happens.
I think, well, it's a catch-22 kind of game, I think, because depending on how he approaches the game, will determine, we've got, like Dipper said, we've got a 2-0 lead. There's managers that will try and defend the 2-goal lead, So if we go with a defensive mind and try and contain them, that could be dangerous. If we go out and try and play them, which I think is what we should do, because that's the only way we know how. So really, I mean, listen, if we throw away a 2-goal lead and get beat or get knocked out tomorrow, it's going to be tragic. It's going to be worse than the 6 league defeats on the trot that we've had, I think, from the position we're in. So I think the back four, I think Fabinho, well, like Dipper said, I don't see him taking a chance. It will be the 2 boys, left and right, Kabak and Fabinho, I suggest. I'd like to see a little, well, Thiago will play 100% tomorrow because he's, his experience in those sort of games is paramount. I think Keita should play, and I think the other one's going to be Wijnaldum. Again, I think it would be Wijnaldum because of who he is. Although Curtis Jones and Keita might be too much of not luxury, but attacking-minded players. So I think really, that would be the midfield for me. Thiago, Wijnaldum.
You may play Curtis in place of Firmino, sitting behind the 2, which will be a good move for Jones. It will give us a bit of flair.
That's true. We don't need to play with 3 forwards tomorrow, to be honest.
Mm.
That's true. Dipper's a great point. I think, we could play with 4 midfielders tomorrow. Why play with the 4-3-3 again when you don't need to? In fact, just by what Dipper just said, might be space for Milner in that team now. But just a workman-like something. If you've got Salah and it's going to be Jota, because Salah and Mane are like I think they'll probably end up killing each other. They play too close to each other. That's how I feel. So I think Jota and Salah up front somehow, and then maybe a diamond in midfield. But you've got to be careful not to sit back on your heels. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea for midfield.
Look at the conversation we're having today compared to the Fulham game. We're having trouble filling the spots. And at the Fulham game, it was just like, what the hell has he done? And then the big elephant in the room is the national team job, innit?
He's kind of
all fitting into place somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's kind of come out and said he's not interested in it. So I don't think he will. I really don't. I mean, It's all the timing. You could have made the timing up.
Hold on, he's got a year left on his contract. And the Euros are this year. Why would you mention it?
Didn't he sign a new? He signed a new contract though, didn't he?
Joachim Low, no, his contract finishes next year.
No, but I'm talking about Klopp. Klopp has signed a new
Klopp's
contract.
got 3 years. Klopp's got 3 years on his contract.
But he's not going nowhere, especially after the wins that he did. German internationals will go and play moody friendlies and qualifiers against the Faroe Islands. He's too big for that. He's got too much of a big ego and character to just disappear.
Come on, let's be positive. We're going to win tomorrow. We're going to go through tomorrow, and then we're going to get PSG.
Against the Tottenham manager. Oh, lovely, Pochettino.
No, I think we'll go through. Look, the result tomorrow. I would hate to concede a goal in the first 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah,
with the mental weaknesses that we have at the moment, and our confidence levels. If we concede an early goal tomorrow, God help us. But and
they will listen. They will attack. They will attack.
Well, that's how they play. That's how they play. So I think we'll go through. Do we win tomorrow? I'm not so sure. I don't know. I'll take a draw. I'll take a 1-0 defeat, to be honest, the way we're playing at the minute. But I see us going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we go through, but it's another very difficult evening ahead. And
I'm still sticking to what I said.
Yeah, for me, with the way we're playing at the moment, every game looks tough. Every game looks tough. We made Fulham look really good, and Leipzig are better than Fulham.
Oh yeah.
So for me,
Anfield, maybe that's going to be our saving grace.
Well, it could be. Yeah, we're not playing at Anfield, so that's not something that the players like an added kind of mental block.
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully that helps. I don't see him deviating too much from the tried and tested team that he always has in a big game. I think it will be, very similar. Like Fabinho will be at the back. Kabak probably will come in. He will stick with Trent and Robertson, definitely. Midfield, I reckon Milner might play. Regardless of what formation, just for his experience. Thiago, and then it's one of Wijnaldum. I think you'll go Wijnaldum, Thiago, and Milner midfield. I really do, because that's what he trusts in a big game.
But there is an argument for an extra midfielder.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a great shout, and I hope he does do something like that, but I don't know. I think he'll play Mane, Salah.
He has his right. 4-4-2 would be a bit more defensive, but he's still got the attacking side of it.
For a minute. I thought we said 4-4-2. That would be fantastic.
A bit of a delay there. No.
I think we need to play
4-4-4. We'll do what's mate. I'm telling you, if we could.
We need to play a 7-3-3. Put all the defenders at the back.
The more that's what he's got to do, though, Klopp. He's become so. Well, even if you like predictable now, this 4-3-3 same system all the time. I think it's a great shout. I think play an extra midfielder tomorrow and have someone sitting in front of the back four and someone just in front of the front two.
Yeah, perfect.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think Fabinho in that midfield tomorrow, play the youngsters. Have Fabinho babysitting them. I think it will work.
Yeah, but he won't do that in a big game. He won't do that. I'll be shocked.
Slot in the back then, Panny?
Huh?
Who would you slot in the back then?
I'll put the Kabak and I'd actually wish that Reece Jones, to be fair.
Really?
Reece Williams.
Reece Williams.
Reece
sorry.
Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won't do that. He won't do that.
Davis ago, but I then put Fabinho doing like a little sweeper system. That's what I would do personally. But
yeah, he won't do that. Like he won't.
He won't play Reece. He can't play Reece Williams. Not in a game of this magnitude.
It's not FA Cup third round against bloody Gillingham. It's, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Listen, he could play.
Have faith. We're gonna do it tomorrow. We're gonna be there.
Yeah.
We're gonna
what
be
time
there.
tomorrow?
So tomorrow after the game, 10:30.
Yeah, cool.
So we're all in agreement that we're going to be in the draw on Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or next Friday.
Yeah, I think so.
Good stuff.
All right, guys.
Boys, pleasure.
Nice to talk to you all.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, mate.